Obviously, Neymar, it's a recurrence of the injury that he picked up last year that kept him out for most of the end of the season.
Yep.
And you were suggesting that he doesn't help himself in these situations.
Well, he's as good a player as he is, he lacks maturity. That's what it is. You know, when you talk about Neymar, you're not talking about a team player. We were talking last season about the problems they had in the Champions League was because he was messing everything up. He wouldn't pass the ball. He was out of position. He wasn't getting back. That's lack of maturity. And as far as getting injured, when you lack maturity, you don't learn, you get kicked.
Right.
And in fact, when he got injured last week, he got kicked 3 times in under 10 seconds. Now, anybody with any brains takes the first one and says, you know what, I better move the ball along. Not him. He doesn't have the maturity. He takes the second one. And instead of saying, OK, I've just been kicked twice, I should probably let this thing go. He doesn't. He goes the other way. He goes stubborn. And that's the lack of maturity. Takes another hit. And then he's off. Now we might be out for the rest of the season. That is complete and utter lack of maturity.
And what used to happen before, the tackles were a lot more physical. If you saw someone that was showboating and you could actually get close to him, because the old Ronaldo did the exact same thing, but you couldn't get close to him to kick him.
Yeah.
Neymar does. He gets himself in tight positions. He doesn't mind taking a whack or two. He'll go down quite easily, and that's why I was surprised he didn't go down after the second time he got kicked there. But for me, this is a game now that actually allows players of his ilk to do more with the ball, because you rarely see players making a statement and saying, hey, you're not going to do that, I'm going to take you out. And unfortunately, that's what happened with Neymar there.
And he's at the biggest club in France, obviously, so they're marked. They don't lose many games, but they're marked for a physical battle. That's what seems the only way they could probably, well, the team certainly in, outside the top 4 or 5, it's the only way they could probably match them or try and match them. And then you've got the biggest showboater, and I'm not condoning anybody kicking anybody, but he's the biggest showboater in France by far. And so, as Stevie said, that brings on, and I'm not saying, and I'm never saying it's right, but it's what happens, is that you pick out players when you're playing better teams. You don't sit back and say, oh, let's enjoy watching Neymar today. You pick them out and you say, listen, Mbappe and Neymar and Cavani and Verratti and whoever, we've got to target these players, we've got to be physical. And when you're showboating as you are, then you're going to bring that on. And I think he has. The disappointing thing is this could be the second year in a row he's going to miss out in the biggest games, and that's why PSG have brought him in.
And if you're coaching against Neymar, if I'm the coach of any team against a Neymar team, the first thing I'm going to say to anybody is, by the way, this guy will give you a chance to kick him.
Right.
That's where he puts himself.